Hey, so today we're talking about why I do not like renting. Renting is okay for 1 year or less. I may consider it depending on the situation, but I'm gonna go over 4 or 5 things that are the pros of owning a home. And I think anyone can tell you these. For example, owning a home allows you to control your budget. No surprise rent hikes from the landlord. It allows you to know exactly how much you're going to destined from your budget to pay for housing. Also, traditionally, medium to long term, real estate trends up in value. So about 3 to 5% traditionally, which allows you to build equity. So another one of the advantages of owning a home is it carries some fiscal benefits. It doesn't apply to everyone, so check in with your CPA, and it varies from person to person, but that's the general assumption. Also, I know that repairs and surprises on the properties that you own may be scary, but there's ways to mitigate those. And if you have questions about that, call me. I'll let you know how to plan for those unexpected circumstances. Another reason to own your own home is that you can paint, change, alter without asking for the landlord's permission. But again, anyone can tell you these. So let me tell you 2 stories. One is when I was a renter. I've only rented once, and it was right after my mom moved from LA. I used to live with her. She moved from LA to Phoenix, or here, around 2005. I went and rented an apartment. The fees were endless. They charged me first and last month's rent, security deposit, cleaning deposit. I don't know what else, but at the end of the lease, I didn't get any of that back, and I think I was lucky that they didn't charge me anything for bogus repairs or cleaning or whatnot. I first owned my home. I think on a previous video, I told you how my husband and I bought our first home. And this is one of the reasons why I would never rent again. I'll tell you, it breaks into like 3 parts. First, around the end of 2011, we buy our first home. Starter home, not a great neighborhood, old house, but we loved it, by the way. End of 2012, he gets transferred to a different city. We are forced to sell our home 11 months later. We were lucky enough to make money on that house 11 months later. And it was a good amount of money, which allowed us to relocate, purchase our next home, remodeled our next home, and save money for me not to work and stay with my kid. At the time, I only had 1 kid, and I stayed with him as a stay-home mom for 2.5 years. When we have our second child, we decided to come back to Arizona, and we were looking for a support system. So we sell our house over there. Then the proceeds of that home subsidizes our relocation, buys our next home, pays off our cars, and allows me to stay home with the kids for another 6 months. Actually, I could have stayed longer, but I decided to go back to work. After that, we did it again. We've done it 2 additional times. I'm on my 5th home, and I think I'm buying another one and moving again. But what I want to tell you is that every single home has allowed us to keep growing. Every single home has been a little better and a little better and a little better. And we're hoping that in the next 10 years, we'll reach the goal of that dream home and our forever home. Moral of the story is owning allows for growth, medium to long term, obviously. It allows you to grow financially. And I attribute my growth to my moves in real estate. So if you have questions on how to do it, if you have the remote idea or want to know if you are ready to do it, reach out. I'll be glad to sit with you, go over your plans, and guide you through where you want to go. My information's at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to reach out.